Where we posted every Friday. See them corn emojis, then you know a nigga wildin'. Jaded Gemini till the day I die. And I'ma talk my shit, but I don't play both sides.
So this case has been everywhere. It's been drugged through Black Twitter. It's now made the news.
Shit, it's been drug on our fucking shit now too.
Yeah, so here we are to talk about it.
Again. In the flesh.
This is crazy.
It's pretty bad, bro.
It's pretty bad.
And I don't know what's worse, what actually happened or what happened subsequently after the fact, not only from people's own projected hatred of certain things, or, you know, just a series of unfortunate events because of a time frame that was so long ago, and niggas just can't see past the fact people are human while they're here. Everybody's perfect. That's the shit I'm getting from this one. I'm like, God damn, everybody is really tripping, dog.
Well, I'm gonna save my opinion until after we watch this news story. Let's just watch this news story together. To get briefed in before we even get into the tweets, because I know that's what y'all really want to talk about. Unfortunately, it's come to that. That's what like, I know y'all really just want to talk about these tweets, so I'm just gonna get this out the way. And there also has been a new development within the last 12 hours. So, brother, you're about to get some new shit. We live in Florida. This happened in Miami, so we got the news that just has dropped like 2 hours ago. So for us, anyway.
Right, and this is a crazy ass case. Like, without all of the like you said, the Twitter nonsense. Mm-hmm. It's a crazy ass case, bro. You have verified OnlyFans woman,
right?
Stabs boyfriend, apparently, possibly while sleeping, with a knife. Somebody saw it, apparently. Peeping Tom sees it.
Or seen another violent incident, allegedly.
From across the way. Like, why are you watching the OnlyFans?
Then there's the besties. The double daters. That is like, no, like... Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Here, let's just watch this. Let's just watch this, because in case nobody has actually seen the full news story, because I feel like ever since the Twitter thing happened, people have been using chunks. So let's just watch the whole news story, and then we're gonna get into the tweets, okay?
She said she was gonna snuff it.
Many unanswered questions after a stabbing death in Miami.
A man allegedly killed by his own girlfriend. So why hasn't she been charged? Local 10's Nella Sabovic, live with details on this. Nella.
Baddie.
The big question is here, was this done in self-defense? Miami police investigators say that this is an ongoing and very active investigation. Meantime, we spoke with a group of friends that knew this couple very well, and they detail a rocky relationship.
It's just heartbreaking. Everyone is just so devastated.
This trio was very close to 27-year-old Christian Obumseli and his girlfriend, who they've identified as 25-year-old Courtney Tailor, an OnlyFans model and Instagram influencer. So when police reported that Obumseli was fatally stabbed by Tailor on Sunday inside their Miami apartment, the friends were left speechless. They portray a very violent relationship at the hands of only one person.
I've seen her hit him. I've never seen him hit her.
Officers say there was a struggle before Obumseli was stabbed in the shoulder. He died at the hospital. Investigators are still trying to figure out what happened and if Tailor acted in self-defense.
From what we've personally experienced between the both of them, we believe that, like, Christian wouldn't put her in a position where she would need to stab him to protect herself.
One neighbor who tells me that he has a very clear view.
So before we get into this sketch, the friends basically are saying that old girl was the aggressor in the relationship. But if that's the case, then how come y'all never said anything to anybody? Like, do you have y'all ever pulled him aside and been like, hey, what's going on? Or are y'all mainly like her friends? Like, not trying to put blame on them or anything, but I'm just like, why? And then look at the body language and facial expressions on this dude and this dude. Like, they're obviously in shock. Like,
But after somebody says that, how could some people be so fixated on anything else but that in a nutshell? And then, like, not only I get why they might have not pulled him to the side and been like, yo, what's going on? But also to play devil's advocate.
Yeah, because of being a guy, you know. Like,
you know, a lot of times if it is some double-sided shit, people know how to play the game raw. So, you know, it's not impossible for somebody to not show their that side of themselves in public if that is going on either, bruh. But that is very peculiar for, like you were saying, whose people are these primarily? Because they're definitely erring on this. They're vouching for bro heavy right now. Mm-hmm. Post-mortem, like, going hard for him.
Well, let's get into the neighbor.
To protect yourself.
One neighbor who tells me that he has a very clear view of the couple's apartment said a week before
the neighbor who has a very clear view of their apartment. I didn't even think model? Yeah, I didn't even think of this. Daniel had to tell. He was like, so he's a peeping Tom. I'm like, what? He's like, think about it. Why are you? Oh, I got a clear view of their window, and I be watching. I seen them last week.
Content. They be doing content. I don't know if they be doing that content
together. Yeah, I don't know if they.
But I could imagine that they consummated their relationship at the crib. Goddamn. And bruh seems to know, everything that's going on in a field of view. Huh.
Yeah.
Either that or she probably cut bruh a check to do this interview was what I was thinking. Because, like, who are you and why are you watching they crib from across the way?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But he said that he was watching them a week before this happened.
Review of the couple's apartment said a week before the stabbing, things were off and that Clenny was the one getting physically abused.
Sorry, I keep pausing it. Things were off. What is off? What is the norm of you looking through their window?
That's like, what I'm saying, bro. He wasn't choking her the same way. Like, what?
But he was swinging at her.
Police say in the past 3 months, they've responded to multiple disturbance calls at the couple's apartment. Their mutual friends are still trying to process what went wrong.
Even though that we really lost Christian only, it feels like we also lost Courtney at the same time because we didn't think that this is as far as it would have gone.
And following the stabbing, Clenny was detained. She was brought here to the police department for questioning, and during that process, she was threatening to kill herself. So
now that
took her to the hospital
is the last thing that I was about to say.
So if y'all don't know what Baker Act it is in the state of Florida, when you threaten to be a harm to yourself or a harm to others, which she blatantly was a harm to others, and now she's saying she's going to kill herself, they will lock you up into the loony bin for an eval for a minimum of 2 weeks. So it's gonna.
Is it? I don't think it's 2 weeks.
I don't know. With murder, with a body, sure. I don't know. But when it comes to an average civilian, you're there for a minimum of 2 weeks.
Who catches a body in self-defense and then instantly goes to, I'm gonna snuff it? Who does that? Because a real one gonna know you gonna get applesauce and a hot dog and no clothes. Right. And they're gonna lock your stupid ass up instantly. It's kind of like expediting your motherfucking lockup. But it's like screaming I'm guilty in a sense. Because like, bro, if you did something to preserve your life because you thought your life was in danger, you stabbed somebody, which I forgot where I saw the might have been sleeping thing. But I don't know how the hell you get
I heard that too. I heard that they were sleeping and now it turned into an altercation. And somebody in the chat said that it's actually 72 hours for a Baker Act.
That's
it's 72 hours.
I thought it was 48, but
I thought it was 2 fucking weeks.
No, that's a different type. That's you don't want that one. That's a different type right there. But I get what you're saying, like
an average 5150.
Yeah, it's like, not that. But she catching bodies with knives and then saying that, like, bro, what type of trauma you got going on? But that's usually not how people that caught a body in self-defense act, is all I'm saying. And if you did walk from a bedroom to the kitchen to get a knife, I know this is a stand your ground state and there's the castle doctrine and shit, but if that was both of y'all's spot, why didn't you just leave and go get some help?
You were headed towards the door, right? Like, you were leaving.
came back
even if the door wasn't over there.
I don't know.
You had the freedom to leave the room safely. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, you had the ability to leave the room safely at that point.
And it's just there's a lot of things that are pointing to guilty.
Right.
Traditionally in cases like this from what I've seen in life and what I've heard people talking about. But
yeah.
People were more mad about this dude's tweets from back in the day.
Yeah, let's get into these tweets. So for one, I couldn't get a good quality tweet without like exposing somebody's Twitter. And I'm not trying to like dox anybody for having certain views or opinions about this case. Like that's not like our angle over here. We are a podcast, bruh. We just trying to give our opinion the same way that people on Twitter and shit give their opinion. We just got this platform type shit. So this receipt is not the highest quality, but this is one that I kept seeing online. I don't know what blog this is from or whose watermark this is, but I just thought it was really sketchy that they went out of their way to take out the timestamp of when these tweets went up. Now, if you are on the internet, if you are an internet person, you know if you are somebody that wants to be anybody in the entertainment space, whether that's a rapper, an actor, a podcaster, whatever, the years 2011, 2012, and 2013, if you have had a Twitter account, you need to scrub it. That was the era of politically incorrect, edgy humor that we view today as cringy humor. Like, you need to scrub it. And if you were like us and you were a teenager in high school during the heightened colorist rap movement of
like a long hair, thick red bone.
And I'm sorry, and I love him to death. I love him to death, and I know now he has grown as a person and as an artist, and he's not like this anymore. But Flower Boy, Igor, the brilliant Tyler, the Creator, back then, he had some self-hatred going on too, and he was saying all types of F words and all, you get what I'm saying? Like, so that was the norm back then, unfortunately. And I just thought it was really sketchy that these outlets are erasing that factor because these tweets came out in 2012. The victim, Toby, is me and Daniel's age, right? He was a junior in high school.
Bro, that tweet says in government class.
He said he was in government. Now look, please do not get it fucked up. This is some ignorant shit.
It definitely is.
This shit ignorant as fuck.
Stupid ignorant. Just ridiculous. But bro, this dude,
I don't think he deserved to die though. By the hands of anybody. I don't think anybody deserves to be murdered, period.
They don't even show, if he would have got arrested back then, you wouldn't even be able to see his police record. If you were a cop, it would have got sealed. It's fucked up, but that's why people tell you that your young ass does not need to be on social media.
Digital footprint.
Unlike your record, you can't seal that, bro.
Right.
You can't, unfortunately.
And now it's fine. We have finally come to a point. And I was telling Daniel about this earlier. He should have known better while he was living because he was fucking a public figure. He should have known better, and she should have gave a little bit more fucks being a public figure. That should have been cleaned up. Once celebrities started getting outed and shit, I feel like everybody, like I said earlier, should be a rite of passage to be like, I need to go and scrub this juvenile bullshit. Like, you get what I'm saying? This isn't me anymore. At least I hope it's not you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
maybe that's why they don't do it, though.
I feel like, because it's like, bro, you should have been did it.
Or
but
maybe they just don't
all I
think
wanted
to
to
do
say
it.
is now, today, it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or not, bro. You need to clean your shit up because you can get done the most dirtiest fucking way, bro. Mm-hmm. This could happen to you.
You can get chopped.
This could happen to you, bro.
And die, and then people
somebody's gonna turn it into a Twitter think piece and make it a inner conflict within the black community, bro, like, or some shit, or an inner conflict within the LGBT community, an inner conflict within the tech community. Like, it could be anything.
Something you said you as a teenager,
bro, when you were in class being fucking. Bruh, and then look at this. This is really interesting to me right here. Any of my OG people that was on Twitter back when you had to text in the tweets, somebody he knew said something self-hating and problematic. He said, why is there always that one ghetto black boy in the back talking throughout class? Get out. Toby retweeted it and said, chill, LOL. So even though he's saying all this, he's showing in his childlike, immature way, like, bro, I also have my own hurts with that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like people wanted to make it deep, so let's make it fucking deep, bro. Like, people want to make it deep, so let's make it deep, bro. Like,
I'm just saying, the fact that it's been this long and these are the tweets that got unearthed, because I was about to say, maybe there's going to be some other shit that comes out where he just becomes, he's viewed as this, but from what I'm seeing, he's just a typical nigga that said some dumb shit back in the day, and you ended up with a white bitch. Oh, shocker, bro.
Shocker. The like, self-hating nigga ended up with the white bitch. Like, come on, bro. But does he deserve to die? That's my only thing. Did he deserve to get murdered? He could have even grown
up from this and still ended up with a white woman. I mean, bro, it happens, bro. That's a possibility in America. What the fuck? Like, I don't know. It's definitely unfortunate.
January 2012. I can't believe one of my followers thinks I talk to black girls when I don't. Like, bro, so bothered when nobody, like, obvious immature fuckery. So bothered about people that don't give a fuck. And then it always interests me whenever people do dig on these tweets. Okay, this one's 2015. This one's 2015. So now we're coming up. Still,
it's 7 years ago.
Still, he's still a teenager in 2015. 19 should still, at that point. At 19, if he was born in 95.
Was he?
So I guess he may have just been turned 20 if he's an Aquarius. If he's an Aquarius or a Capricorn, he's 20. But if not, then he's still a teenager, 19, February 15th.
Nigga, you could have been 30 in 2012. You would have still been tweeting some dumb shit, bro. 2012
that
was
too,
2012,
unfortunately.
bro.
Look at Gucci Mane. Bruh.
Yeah, he was talking about fucking Nicki Minaj. Who he said... Him and Waka Flocka fuck Nicki Minaj.
Let's do something more recent. Y'all remember what was that guy's name? The nature guy. I think he was Dominican.
Nature
the Spanish
boy?
guy.
The deer dude?
Yes, the deer boy.
Yeah,
yes,
cool.
him. His tweets came out from 2012. He was in middle school, bro. Like, he was literally either a freshman in high school or like in the 8th grade. And he was a Tyler, the Creator fan, and he was saying a lot of anti-Semitic shit. And people were, like, canceling him until they did the math. They were like, oh, damn, bruh. Okay, we get it. You're in your 20s now. And that happened, like, okay. But with this shit, somebody died. Yeah. Twitter excused Brother Nature. What was it? Brother Nature? I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
But you didn't excuse this dude that died for being an ignorant, self-hating kid. Which the majority of y'all were when y'all were that age before you got on woke Twitter. Like, be real.
Chilling.
Like, be real.
No worries to the world.
But it always interests me what the person types in order to find the old tweets. Because it's always in bold. So you Google, Twitter search, this man's shit and white titties. What the fuck?
No, go back to the other ones real quick. What were they looking for before? This is how they do you, bruh. So maybe this is how y'all should go scrub your 2012. Look, black, ghetto. Make sure you are not black and saying ghetto. They looked up white titties.
Go get a life too. That's so childish. That's so childish. This man even wrote white titties. But damn, even though I think it's childish, I still don't think he deserved to die. That's where I think the disconnect is.
Even if he was a piece of ass.
I just don't think he deserved to die. But you know what I do agree with? What I do agree with is that, yes, black women, this is not your fight. This is not our fight. No one ever said it was our fight, though. Like, we need to chill. Like, bro, we need to just sit back. Like, honestly, I am with y'all. I agree with y'all. Sit back on this shit. It's not our fucking fight. It's not. There is no fight to be had. Like,
but you don't have to be on that nasty, like...
Right.
Because that's a slippery slope. A lot of black people that die end up becoming martyrs for a bigger cause. They end up becoming martyrs for a bigger cause. And if you were to go look in everybody's Twitter that became a martyr for a bigger cause, that's what they tried to do to George Floyd.
Right. To bring up like, oh, he had fent in his system. He did this. He did that. It's like, bro, don't let the internet rhetorics get you distracted of what is going on. Because it's like, okay, yeah, you were favoring this white girl and now a white girl killed you. Ha ha ha. But it still doesn't take away from the fact that the system let a white girl, and you're about to see a video we're about to show y'all, trigger warning, with fucking blood all over her, crying crazy, saying she gonna kill herself. And
when
she's
the friend
free.
said that she
is free. That is a system malfunction. And y'all over here want to talk about she is not charged.
But she's at the place.
Okay, but she's not charged with shit. She killed somebody.
She don't have to be charged. She's at the place
bro.
right now.
If that was your brother, like, think if that was your brother, bro, or your uncle, or your cousin, bro. And then somebody pulled up. Think about if it was your cousin, bro, and then someone pulled up their tweets from when they was in fucking high school. Don't even get on Twitter. Just be like, bruh, you recited that Lil Wayne verse, bruh. You done fucked up. You're done.
It's not that
and
he
it's
was
like,
murdered for his race. It's not that he was murdered for his race, but there's a deeper cause to systemic problems in this country.
We don't need to get into Black Lives Matter, because that's literally all that it's about.
No,
that's literally...
But why, you're right. Why has not she been charged instantly? Because if I stabbed some white lady in my house, I would have got charged instantly,
right?
Especially if I talked about I was going to try to kill myself.
Covered in blood.
So fuck what that nigga was tweeting about is what we saying. Because there it's still that kind of problem going on, and we're not helping by being like, oh, he was tweeting, he's a piece of shit, and this girl's not charged for this shit.
Right.
We're contributing to a bigger problem. It's already like...
Oh, and another thing, don't get it fucked up, because I know we brought up some tweets with that DUI case with that girl, but notice those tweets were from 2022. Them tweets were from 2022, 2021, what? 2020.
I'm a great drunk driver.
Like, I'm a great drunk driver, blah, blah, blah. We'll put the Ike thing up here.
When she was driving during the podcast, that was a mistake, but it was the same night. Oh, we should kill these cops, blah, blah, blah. Just talking cold cash shit. Messed up. Big mistake. Dumb.
But to go 10 years in the past, to go 10 years.
Yeah, because them same things they were searching up, if there was any evidence recently, they would have been there. And posted as well.
I've always said my rule of thumb with that whole thing where I never understood those type of Twitter debates, because it's just like, bro, I don't want to fuck, like, Mr. Toby, if you were alive, I don't want to fuck you. I would never want to fuck you. So I don't care if you think that I'm ghetto, if you think, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I really don't care. But that's how I know that for a lot of us, sometimes we tend to think back to, like, that childhood bully that we had that told us that we were ugly, or that our features were ugly, or that made us feel some type of way, and then we put them on to another person, we project it, and we get lost. And I feel like some social media sites like TikTok, like Twitter, can grasp onto those and make us say some ugly shit and do ugly shit, you know?
Dude, we just taught them, if they're watching, think about this. You could have just taught them a new way to get around these type of cases. Oh, if you could just assassinate this dude's character within the black community, BLM won't give a damn. Like, not saying that BLM is great by any means. You know, any nonprofit is a crook in my opinion. But damn, bruh. We can't be that easily, like, it can't be that easy, bruh, to sway people's opinion. It can't be that easy to block the light.
Yeah.
It cannot, bruh. Come on, bruh.
Well, here is the new information that just dropped, because I know some of y'all in the chat probably haven't seen this, so.
He is dumb for tweeting that, though.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Like, bro, that shit is so distasteful, so nasty, so ugly.
Dumbass
and you are dating an influencer. You should have known better, and your bitch should have gave a fuck. But both of y'all just did not give a fuck. Y'all did not have black people on your mind, period. Like, and you obviously didn't have Twitter on your fucking mind. But I just feel like abuse is abuse.
Oh, you haven't seen anyone say that it was justified? Go on, or...
Bruh, okay, look, listen. What we're not about to do is virtue signal and fucking act like what we're doing is what... We don't do passive aggression, bruh. What people... If you're gonna come on here and say, oh, well, you said you don't fuck with black girls, so, Queens, are you gonna donate to that GoFundMe? Because, I wouldn't, and, you made your choice. You chose your white queen, and now you dead. Like, are you not saying you deserve it? Like, does that not sound like... Because if somebody were to say to a woman, oh, well, you got the shit slapped out of you. You should never went back to that nigga and
or
look
you got
what the
touched
fuck
on.
happened.
What did you have on?
No, that you're not saying it, but you're saying it. Like, let's be adults. People on social media are being, and I've noticed, and that's why I threw TikTok in with Twitter, because I have been seeing people on TikTok making these type of videos and then going to the pinned comments. Oh, well, I didn't say that he deserved it. I just said that he should, what he said. Nah, bruh. Say it with your chest. Like, that's what it means. You're saying he deserved to fucking die because that's what he made his bed and he laid in it. Like, I respect people that say shit with their chest way more. Just say it. Just, he made his bed and he laid in it. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
No, well,
you're justified, but I'm just saying that's not how I feel.
Bro,
like,
I'm looking at it. I feel
like nobody
here,
deserves
dog.
to get fucking murdered.
People are definitely saying it. I'm looking at it right here. Who cares? He was racist. Bruh, people are like, come on, bruh. I know, like, I be exposed to a lot of things because of what we do, bro.
I just feel like the dead can't defend themselves. The dead cannot defend. This man cannot even defend his high school tweets the same way that JT from the City Girls can defend her tweets, and the same way that all these people, like, bro, he can't even do that.
Go on Florida Man Friday TikTok and go look at this story that I posted on there. There's like 30.
Go to Florida Man Friday on TikTok and go in those comments, and you can
they're
see
sourcing the same
everybody
Twitter
is saying that he deserved to die because he made self-hating tweets
that
in
shit got
high
like 30,000 views
in
today.
Geography or government class, whatever the fuck. And you have government in the 11th grade.
That shit's pretty sad.
In Florida, you have government in the 11th grade. Yeah. Like,
those are real people, too. Like, real time.
This is happening in real time.
Shit's real, bruh. And it is what it is.
The comments he made, that's what we keep trying to drill it. The comments he made are fucking disgusting.
Totally out of pocket.
But kids do not like, bro. That's why it's just fucked up, bro. It's fucked up. And it just fucked because he's dead and can't say shit. That's why I just feel bad because he got murdered and can't say anything.
Oh, they were going even harder than that. I just like laid eyes on it, bro. Go look at that shit. It's real deal.
Well, here's the new update.
For a deadly stabbing, a man was found dead and his girlfriend found covered in blood. Local 10's Alex Finney live in Miami, where loved ones of the man who died are demanding answers. Alex.
And Louis, they are demanding just that. You know, this is a really disturbing story. Was this self-defense or was it not? That is what investigators are looking into at this time. But nonetheless, you said it there. You have family that is just grieving and they're just waiting.
I'm gonna snuff it over here, but was it self-defense?
Showing a bloody...
Bruh.
What's this timestamp?
If y'all go and look, we've been on here for about 30 minutes. If y'all go and look, but I've been like making little cuts so we can put some timestamps in the comments for some people that just want to dart around. But apparently she was on Instagram Live before this fucking happened wearing that same outfit.
Bro, if it was proven that he was in that room and she fucking turned up with a knife, she's fucked. Because she's already looking fucked, in my opinion, and guilty as shit. And the reason why she's not charged is back to the systemic problems again. But people are also saying that this motherfucker that did this shit looking like this, covered in this nigga blood, like she stabbed him 100 fucking times, deserved to die because of some tweets, bro. And that shit is fucking disgusting, bro. We gotta look in the mirror because that same shit that you're projecting outwards, you're gonna get that shit back. And all them little blue eyes that motherfuckers want to put in their goddamn Instagram bio is not gonna save you from that type of energy and them type of vibrations, bro. Right. If you want to be fucking enlightened, let's act like it and fucking be real here, bro. Like, this shit is deep. This isn't the one,
deep.
bro.
This shit is
this
so
is not
deep.
the one for this.
This shit is so deep.
Look
bro.
at that shit. I'm literally gonna have to blur that shit out. Like, what the fuck?
You won't. This is fine. This is on YouTube. We're good.
Opens after the Instagram model's boyfriend, 27-year-old Christian Obumseli, was stabbed to death inside their Miami apartment. Friends have said their relationship was violent at the hands of one person, Courtney.
I've seen her hit him. I've never
So they're playing this shit again.
One neighbor sees it the other way.
Keeping
Myself was open-handed or close-handed.
Where are the parents?
Officers say there was a struggle before Obumseli was stabbed in the shoulder. He died at the hospital.
My brother was so caring.
Friday, we heard from his family, who flew in from Houston, Texas.
We finally told our 93-year-old grandmother that
oh my God,
her grandson, who was expected to come home to Texas to visit for his 28th birthday, will no longer or ever be returning home.
Investigators are still trying to figure out if Clenny acted in self-defense. Police have responded to disturbance calls at the couple's apartment before. Clenny's attorney did tell Local 10 in a statement that clearly none of this was intended, and Courtney is struggling mentally with the aftermath of what occurred that evening. This is a tragedy for all involved, but it was not criminal conduct. Courtney was defending herself, and the investigation will reveal exactly that.
You can share your opinion. It's not about that, but it's just not valid.
Can I say something? And the reason why I say this is so deep, and like maybe we could talk about this like with just Patreon only and not on the highlights, but since this is also about Twitter discourse, maybe you guys that are into Twitter discourse can answer me this in the comments or in the chat. But mainly for the comments for people that aren't here. I was talking to you about this in private.
Facts.
Black men that date white women, I've noticed, like to say in their friend groups and peer groups that they're this dominant thing and that like, oh, white women are so submissive, blah, 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 blah. But then when you see them in action with their partner, they're walking on eggshells, so submissive. So, hi, what can I get for you? You know, like, and it's because historically you are walking on eggshells, bro. You piss her off, you're done. She could say anything about you, you're done. Like,
and it's so rare that you would have friends saying,
like trying to, bruh. And I even said it to my own brother when he went through a little phase where he was hanging, like, I was just like, bruh, you know, and he was like, no, you're racist. We're not racist. That's the reality. Like, bro, you can get set the fuck up real easily. And I feel like so fast we forget that it's not black woman versus black man. Like, we're a community, bruh. And unfortunately, we all have that brainwashing from being in America, bruh. And we forget that he is a victim of more than one thing. That's why I'm like, it's so fucking deep.
It's multifaceted.
That self-hatred, bruh, is crazy. And it's not a man-woman issue. Like, I'm telling you.
He can be the most self-hating nigga in the world. You're still a nigga, bro.
Right. You can't do shit with that self-hate. You can't make someone lose their job. You can't even weaponize the white woman you with. Because it's always going to be her say at the end of the day. She is above you on the totem pole. That's why I'm like, bruh. Like, bro, that's why I'm like, hey, we could talk more about it with the Patreon only. Y'all see on the thing and y'all watching during the highlight. We get deep over here with that Patreon shit. Before I go, I want to show you guys. Well, before we go, I'm sorry. I'm so used to this tribe tea. Before we go. I want to show y'all the GoFundMe.
Oh my God.
Bro, gotta GoFundMe.
Yeah, bro.
And, yeah, his family's doing very well. They're getting their goal up. So, again, please do not let Twitter get to y'all head, bro. Like, I agree with y'all in a weird sense. Like, black women, please do not feel like you need to hold all the weight of every fucking black oppression, victimization on your back. You do not need to fucking hold shit on your back, bro. They look like they doing just fine. They look like they about to get up. And look, we got Joshua, Alexander. Look at these men donating money. That's exactly how it should be. Like, bruh. Do you have any last words about this topic?
My last words are, like, honestly, like you said, it looks like they're doing just fine. Don't let that hatred get to you to a point where you're just going to sit here and just act like this is justifiable. Mm-hmm. And like people should just ignore it. Because even if he 2022 was like, I hate black women, I love white women. If you let this dude get fucking Freddy versus Jason in a Miami condominium or wherever the hell that happened, you're going to contribute to the same thing that every other 364 days of the year, you're acting like you're supporting the cause.
Yeah, you still technically saying his life don't matter, bro.
He's still a nigga, bro. Don't get it fucked up, bro. Don't.
Just because he was so fucked up that he didn't realize that he was. You get what I'm saying? But even then, you're
supposed to pray for brothers that is down bad like this, bro.
Even as a immature, ignorant kid, he still knew that he was a nigga, bruh. With this tweet right here.
Maybe not why they alive, but why they passed.
That's why it's like,
Pray
bro,
for their soul, bro.
The dead cannot defend themselves. It's just so fucked up. And I send condolences to the victim's family because this is ridiculous. Oh, and another thing I want to leave y'all with. Who do you think, anybody watching this video, who knows you better? Your closest friends that you go on double dates with your spouse, or your neighbor that you had no clue was even looking in your shit from across the street?
She probably gave that nigga like 5 bands to say that shit in a
like
handy.
What the fuck was that?
She probably gonna be on investigation discovery.